Kim, played by Claire King, has been busy organizing her wedding to Will Taylor, Dean Andrews, recently on Emmerdale, unaware of the storyline which has been going on behind her back. Gabby Thomas, Rosie Bentham, told Will about her suspicions Kim Tate, Alexander's Lincoln, could still be alive, and he has had this confirmed after contacting one of his old friends, who turned out to be a crooked private investigator. The character called Mike managed to find out Jamie was still alive, but when it seems Kim will find out what's been going on in upcoming scenes on the ITV soap, she will be gunning for revenge. The drama continues in next week's episodes, as Kim has already started to suspect her husband to be hiding something from her. Even though he has been trying to point her in another direction, she doesn't seem to be giving into his distraction techniques. Trying not to think the worst, Kim turns up at the scrapyard where she tells Will she is going to arrange for them to have dinner together. As Kim leaves to set up for the romantic evening, Mike turns up to tell his old friend about some developments in the case of Jamie. He informs Will a man fitting Jamie's description has been spotted lurking around the home of his former mother-in-law. With some evidence collected which could contain traces of Jamie's DNA, Mike tells Will he needs a sample from someone connected to the supposed dead character. Will feels very uneasy about getting a DNA test done, especially as it will mean lying to Kim even more than he already has done. Later on, he gets his chance to attain the evidence he needs when he notices Gabby needs a break from looking after Thomas Tate. He offers up his services, and not realizing what Will is up to, Gabby is more than happy to hand her son over to Kim's future husband. As he gets to work to take a DNA sample from Thomas, Will realizes he is missing out on his dinner plans with Kim, who is still not sure what's going on. Viewers will see Kim at the location of her romantic evening, furious she seems to have been stood up by her husband-to-be. With Will disgusted as weaving this web of lies, he meets up with Mike and gives him some of Thomas' hair to run tests on. Not wanting this to last any longer than it has to, he tells his old friend he has 24 hours to get him the results. What Will doesn't expect is for the private investigator to turn around and demand £3,000 for the services he has been using. Knowing he needs to find the money somehow, Will asks Mike to give him a few hours to come up with the cash, as it is likely the source will be unconventional. Realizing he may need to steal from his business, he transfers £3,000 from the company account to his own to pay Mike. It's money the haulage company couldn't afford to lose, as Jimmy King, Nick Miles, informs his business partner they've lost another client. However, it seems Will has bigger problems at hand as Kim decides to have a look at his laptop, which contains the transaction of money. Not only that, there is £3,000 of cash lodged inside his bag, and Kim's suspicions will go into overdrive as she realizes Will is hiding something from her. If he decides to tell her he has been working to find Jamie, but his private investigator has also ordered a hit on her son, she would be livid. How well do you know your British soaps? How many times has Ian Beale been married in EastEnders? What is the name of Bianca Jackson and Ricky Butcher's son on EastEnders? On EastEnders in 2002, who accidentally ran Jamie Mitchell over in his car, which caused his death? How many times has Corey's Steve MacDonald been married? What happened to Emily Bishop in Coronation Street? Who murdered Maxine Peacock in Coronation Street in 2003? Which incident in 1993 killed off 4 characters in Emmerdale? When did the show stop being known as Emmerdale Farm? On what day did Hollyoaks air its first episode? What was the name of the much-loved Coronation Street pet dog who was put down in April 2020 after 14 years? 1996 saw the arrival of one of Hollyoaks' all-time bad boys and rival of Kurt Benson, but who is he? Who is the longest-serving character on Coronation Street? Who shot Phil in EastEnders? How many fires have there been at Corey's Rover's return? Get out of my pub, you're no soaps fan. You're either too young to remember the big lines or have better things to do on weekday evenings. Casual viewer, you watch them sometimes so you kinda know what's been going on. Die-hard fan, you love watching the soaps so much your entire week is planned around when they air. Well, might be willing to tell her all this as the lies have been eating him up and he wouldn't be able to think up another one to explain the money. Kim would act as if she understands at first, knowing her future husband wanted to ensure Jamie never hunted her again. But at the end of the day, Jamie is still her son and no one threatens to kill him unless it is her. With the trust gone in their relationship and Kim feeling as if her villainous side is returning, she could put plans in place to murder Will. However, will the ruthless businesswoman make a clean kill, or will she get messy and leave evidence to suggest she murdered her husband-to-be? It could be. This is the storyline which will see Kim leave the show, as the actress who plays her, Claire, has spoken out about saying farewell. The soap star said, "I've been fortunate to come back to Emmerdale. My return to the show was meant to be a nice little retirement job for me. But because Kim is at the center of everything, it hasn't really worked out that way," she continued in her interview with The Sun on Sunday. But will she end up in prison, or could Jamie return and kill her himself?